Hello everyone. Welcome to another installment of Golf Talk with Mike. I'm your host, Mike Besa. Today we're here at Makati Golf Club with a very special guest, Master Club Fitter Jake Ong of Custom Club Fitters. Hi Jake, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mike.
Maybe we can start by introducing you to the audience. Tell us how you got into club fitting.
I went to Hong Kong to actually start doing this. We do have, there is actually the same setup, Custom Clubmakers Hong Kong, and then in 1998 we opened a shop here. So that's actually got into.
So Custom Clubmakers was actually a Hong Kong concern.
Hong Kong based.
And you trained with whom? Who trained you to do all this?
My partner in Hong Kong is Barry Harris. He was actually the 2000 Club Fitter of the Year.
In the year 2000?
In the year 2000, all over the world. And then he asked me to open it up as well and then work it here.
Tell us a little bit about the your experience and who you've fitted so far.
Well, firstly, when we were in Hong Kong, what we normally do is we used to do like club fitting first before we do the fitting. Barry was the one who actually in charge of fitting like pros. He used to do fitting for big guys like John Daly and stuff. Those are the guys that he did fitting.
What lines do you carry in your store?
Well, firstly, we actually do the KCG stuff. It's actually a component company based in the US.
Iron heads,
driver heads, wedges,
yeah.
all those stuff. We actually have like people who wants to bring their clubs. We actually retrofit
them to their clubs. Let's get into the process itself of club fitting. Can you tell us what club fitting is? What are the steps that you go through?
Firstly, club fitting is actually the advantage of club fitting to a person. You actually measure his length. You measure his size of grip. Basically, those are the things that we have a static fitting before we go to the dynamic fitting. So basically, during the static fitting is trying to get the person height, hand size, and then once you get that, we have to interview like, do you have any problem like back problem?
Tell us, who benefits from club fitting?
Every person benefits from club fitting because people tend to buy clubs off the rack that they don't know if the club is right for them, especially lengthwise. Right. If it's the right length, if it's too long or too short for them. Number two, it's actually the flex of the shaft. Yeah.
So it's kind of like buying clothes off the rack and then just getting them the length adjusted and all of these things really fit for you. So everybody benefits.
Yes, everybody.
It's not just because I remember, in our discussions in PinoyGolfer.com, the question most often asked is, it's just the better players that benefit from a club
That's
fitting.
actually that's everybody's perception, but everybody benefits. People tend to get injuries later on because they're actually playing too stiff clubs and too long, wherein you tend to hit the ground.
And that can actually hinder the golfer's development.
Yes.
Thanks, Jake. That was very instructive. We're going to have to leave it there for now, but join us again next week when Jake is going to take us through an entire fitting, a complete fitting, from static measurements all the way to dynamic measurements, all the way to a driver. That's going to be very interesting and you don't want to miss it. This is your host, Mike Besa. Join us again next week on Golf Talk with Mike.